Once upon a time, Sanchi was there. A family of vampires lived quietly on Earth. They weren't monsters. Well, not all the time. They drank the blood of the odd virgin here or there, kept their heads down, listened to music, and argued about which decade would eventually invent rock and roll. They were happy. Then there was a disturbance. An ancient demonic entity arrived. His name was Van Prick. He discovered something terrifying. If he killed a vampire, he didn't just end them, he absorbed them, their strength, their memories, their instincts. Every death made him more powerful. His goal was simple: end all vampires, rule what remained. So the family scattered across the world into hiding, different names, different centuries. For a long time it worked, until one day in India, Baby Elvis was taken. No warning, no mercy. Panic spread soon after. Baby Yang in China gone, then Baby Rufus in Jamaica. By then, fear had become certainty. Van Brick was evolving, learning, hunting better. Then silence. A century went by. People relaxed. Mistakes were made in Ireland. Baby Seamus and Baby Fergus were wiped out in the same night, witnessed by two idiots with stolen time travel go-karts. Chromosome and Chrome Holio, they didn't realize what they'd seen. Not really, until years later in London. At Bar Tropicana, a small stage, cheap lights, big voice, a vampire called Baby Elvis, singing Elvis covers like his life depended on it. Which it turned out it did. Chromosome and Chrome Holio recognized the teeth, mentioned what they'd seen in Ireland, laughed it off. Baby Elvis didn't. He went on alert. That same night there was a sloth in the club, Pedro, there for the music, the whiskey, and the occasional spliff. Pedro and Baby Elvis became friends the only way that mattered. Through late nights, bad decisions, and a shared belief that music should be loud and life shouldn't be taken too seriously. Then, much later than the others, Baby Romana arrived, a Romanian gypsy vampire family. She didn't even make it through the night. Van Prick came without drama, no announcement, no speech. One moment she was there, the next she wasn't. The room changed. Pedro felt it, Baby Elvis knew. Pedro ran off stage, grabbed Elvis, didn't ask questions. They ran, Van Prick didn't chase. He didn't need to, that was the night everything changed. Because Van Prick could kill vampires, but he couldn't touch Pedro. Pedro wasn't prey, he wasn't part of the game, and that made him dangerous. They went underground, decades passed, they survived together. Pedro watched immortals die. Baby Elvis watched Pedro refuse to age. They fought, they drank, they made music no one ever heard. Somewhere along the way, they stopped being vampire and sloth. They became something else. They became something else. When Vanny Prick finally found them again, he said the words he'd said for centuries: there can be only one. Pedro stepped forward, smiled, and proved him wrong. Vanny Prick fell not to power, not to rage, but to the one thing he never accounted for: loyalty. Pedro and Baby Elvis swore an oath that night: not brothers, not equals, soul buddies. There can be only one and a half. And a half.